Hi everybody, Nigel here. Remarkably, we are now in week 20 of Lockdown Film Club. I hope you're all still well. Thank you for all of your ongoing support. I've relocated for a few weeks to my brother's house in Bromley for a bit of a change of scene while they're on holiday. And I'm actually recording this intro in my nephew's room, hence the R2-D2, and I think it's Poseidon and Medusa who are lurking back there as well. So this week we lost one of the all-time greats, Olivia de Havilland, who died in Paris at the age of 104. As the film critic Mark Harris said in tribute, with her loss, the last candle of 1930s Hollywood goes out. A few years ago, we showed her Oscar-winning performance in The Heiress, which is a brilliant adaptation of the Henry James novel Washington Square. And if you've not seen that, you should definitely seek it out. Similarly, if you have never watched the 4 Hours of Gone with the Wind, which she received her first Oscar nomination for, you also must rectify that omission. In addition to her impressive acting credits, by virtue of winning a court case against Warner Brothers in 1943, de Havilland was also instrumental in loosening the Hollywood studio's ability to control the careers and the contracts of its stars. And even de Havilland's sister Joan Fontaine, who she had a notorious sibling rivalry with, admitted Hollywood owes Olivia a great deal. Considering how many films Olivia de Havilland made, relatively few are available for streaming. But we've chosen one of her most iconic roles as Maid Marian, opposite Errol Flynn in the 1938 The Adventures of Robin Hood. And do watch the video until the end, because there's an extra guest who is going to tell you why you need to watch this film. De Havilland and Flynn had already appeared together in adventure films like Charge of the Light Brigade and Captain Blood. But The Adventures of Robin Hood was really something else. Its $2 million budget was Warner Brothers' highest ever. It was also their first film to use the 3-strip Technicolor process. And I think the film's amazing colour palette may be one reason it can still easily captivate children. At times, it looks as vibrant as a vintage Disney cartoon. While ostensibly taking place in 12th century England, this film is pure fantasy. Of course, it was filmed entirely in California, with blue skies and fewer clouds than I've ever seen in Nottinghamshire. And in addition to Flynn and de Havilland, you've also got two great supporting turns, with Basil Rathbone as the villainous Guy of Gisborne, and Claude Rains, miles away from his role as Captain Renault in Casablanca, as the Weasley Sheriff of Nottingham. I'm also very fond of Eugene Pallett as Friar Tuck, and I'm very happy to overlook the fact that his accent suggests he's never been to Fountains Abbey in his life. The Adventures of Robin Hood's production was troubled. I've linked to a great article on our website that explained why the film had two directors, William Keighley, who was a close pal of Errol Flynn's, and Michael Curtiz, the Casablanca director. Curtiz can take all the credit for the amazing action sequences. You don't have to wait long for a sword fight, and it is easy to see why so many filmmakers have cited this as an influence. I think the Ewoks, actually, in The Return of the Jedi, may have taken some lessons from Robin's band of merry men when they were attacking one of these. And Steven Spielberg has said that Curtiz's use of shadow in Adventures of Robin Hood was a massive influence on how he shot Raiders of the Lost Ark. The other huge influence was Erich Wolfgang Korngold's symphonic operatic score, which basically created the template for Hollywood action and adventure films. And it's not surprising to learn that John Williams drew inspiration from Korngold's Robin Hood score when he was composing Star Wars. But as I said earlier, it is a film that still resonates with kids. And one person I know personally who is a massive fan of this film is the daughter of a good friend of mine. So to finish, I'm going to let Lucy tell you why she loves The Adventures of Robin Hood. I think it is a recommendation that will make you want to watch the film this week.
I like The Adventures of Robin Hood because it has lots of good stunts and sword play, and it's very exciting. I also think Basil Rathbone is very good as the evil Sir Guy of Gisborne, and the Sheriff of Nottingham is very funny. My favourite scene is the ambush scene, where Robin attacks Sir Guy and the Sheriff of Nottingham in Sherwood Forest. Enjoy the film and the video well.